Alright, everybody, welcome to another edition of Mac Paladin's Retro Gaming Emporium, and of course, I am Mac Paladin. I have actually kind of sort of fixed the internal camera on my, I can hear myself, and it's distracting. Let me put my other headsets over here. Get down, Doodles. Alright, so, yeah, I've kind of sort of fixed the backlighting on this camera. I'm actually going to get a screen for behind me, so that way there's a little less of the room. And I'm also going to work on further enhancing the lighting, so that way I'm not blinding everybody with these directly facing lights. Hello, the Golics. Welcome to the stream. And so we're gonna try to get this whole thing sorted out here. And as you can see, I've now set up. Jesus Christ! Turn that down to like 16. Holy crap! It sounds like I'm in an echo chamber. Alright, so as you can see now, I've actually finally set up all of my interfaces and got my camera basically functional. I'm still going to use my iPhone 7 for other stuff, but this could... Damn it, Doodle, stop trying to jump on my lap. My cats. But this particular machine is not the one. That's where I'm going with that. This camera is perfectly fine at 1080p. As you can see, there's quite a bit of detail on it, and I just need to work on the lighting. Probably going to get a ring light before too long. I've resisted because I don't like staring directly into the light. Don't look into the light, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, so I've basically fixed it to the point that I'm generally satisfied that it will be a viable solution going forward. And that's the main thing, right? Sure it is. Even I believe it. Alright, let's switch over to the game scene here. Whoop, that's the wrong one. Put them in the right order here so that way you can actually see the damn game. And let's start playing some Final Fantasy IV, shall we? Alright, and of course, quick reminder to everybody, a week from yesterday, aka Wednesday the 23rd at 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, that's 8 o'clock on the Pacific Coast, we will be bringing you the first episode of Season 14 of Moonhawk Studios Presents after a 5-year hiatus. So, I'm pretty pleased to present that, and of course we will have SF Debris, aka Chuck Sonnenberg, and his good buddy Linkara, aka Lewis Lovehog, from atop the fourth wall, joining us for our inaugural episode of the second revival of our series. Varias and I are actually still working on editing all of the recovered episodes from the original series of Moonhawk Studios Presents, and we will put those up on YouTube as soon as humanly possible. We will not be archiving them on Twitch, though, because that's kind of cumbersome, and I don't want to have it in multiple places, but just figured I'd give everybody a shout about that. Now, let me also turn the game audio on. That would be nice, if it'll let me. There it is! Woo! Alright. Yes, let's load this data. Alright, so now our objective. First, let's head towards Agard, which is directly south. And of course, the mountain is closed. So what we're going to do is head due east, or due west. Need to learn how to do directions. Now, of course, we already cleared out all the stuff in this castle, so we don't need to come here again. And that's the Tower of Bab-Il, and there's a cave here. Now, you'll note... Boop! Hey! There's no way to walk there. So, we're going to go back a little bit. Head back to Agard. Head back to Baron. And then head north a wee bit across the desert. And what are we looking for? Well, when we last left off, they made a modification to the Enterprise. And I need to find something I left behind. Where did I leave it, though? Let's see. I just gotta remember where I left the damn thing. There it is. Grab the hovercraft. Head back to the south here. This way I don't have to keep looking at the map to my side here. Can everybody hear me okay? I just want to make sure. I did make some significant volume adjustments, so I just want to make sure. Okay, good. We got to get across these shoals, and the only way we can do that is with the hovercraft. And we now need to get... And there's a little tiny spot here where we can park the hovercraft. The Cave of Eblan. Ugh, I keep dropping this dead blasted mouse. There. So you sit right there. And let me bring up my maps real quick here. I do need to look at some of the maps. It's not like I don't need maps or anything like that. I just was trying to reduce the number of times I absolutely had to look at them, you know? Alright. Cave Eblana. Alright, now let's see. Where are we starting here? Okay. So immediately adjacent here, of course, we have some treasure boxes. And we have some, and right off the bat, we have some unusual items. A shuriken. Alright, let's see if we can successfully fight these enemies. Well, guess we won't be doing much of anything there. Hey, we got a paralyze on it. Looks like ice weapons are actually surprisingly effective against it. Are you serious? Well, let's just dump some of these iron arrows. Doodles, what are you doing? I see she's jumping. Right? Oh my god. I'm kind of annoyed because the chat box didn't put my stream elements alert up there. Well, it shows it on the channel, so... What are you gonna do, you know? Alright, so we got some more secret passages here. And it looks like this one down here will actually cut a significant portion of the... a significant portion of the cave away. Now, this camera is actually built into the unit, so if it freezes, then this whole computer's fucked. Just... blood feast. God, I hate bats. Although I do remember that drain ability feeling fearsome the first time I played this. It's not such a big deal. I've really spent a lot of time kind of getting over myself with the appearance of the enemies because they're so much larger. But yeah, this is going to cut a significant amount of travel time out of this cave. If I can walk straight. Vampire Fang? The hell is that? Same effect as Drain. Oh my god, is there an item for every goddamn spell in this game? But yeah, this Blood Feast thing just doesn't do that much damage. You know, I honest to God thought about switching Kain back to the Blood Lance. I suppose, but you know what's really bad about this game's design? Is that when you're in the thick of battle, and you go to use an item, and you can't remember what the hell they do because it doesn't tell you when you hover over it, that's kind of useless. There's a few of them, like Zeus's Wrath, that seems kind of obvious to me. But beyond that, I have no idea. Hang on, I'm looking for something. My fat ass. Also, my monitoring station does not appear to be showing the proper page here. Go. Alright. There we go. Alright. Might be a good idea to actually have the main stream in front of me, so that way, if something were to go wrong, and it usually does, then I got it right in front of me. Yeah, I got a lot of big plans for the channel here. I gotta tell you, I've acquired copies of quite a few games that I intend to play, including the kind of big deal Neil Corlett translation of the NES, the Famicom version of Final Fantasy III. So. Pretty stoked about that, to be honest with you. You know, the thing is, though, I vaguely remember, at least, you know, the so-called easy mode US version. So this is the people of Eblan. Of course, we got an item shop here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start selling all this crap off. I'm not going to use any of these items if I can't remember what the hell they do. So now we've kind of found out what happened to the people of Eblan, or have we? Now, stuff that makes... Now, I'm going to keep the Gisal greens, I believe is how it's pronounced. Because that summons the big Chocobo. And I'm going to keep the Remedy, because that heals all status ailments. Don't think we need any mithril hammers anymore. I think that'll do it for now. You know, and sometimes you need antidote, I guess. But, you know, beyond that, I'm just not that keen on having all these damn items. And amusingly, you usually find... The funny part is, you usually find what you need in the dungeon where it's relevant. 700 gil per night. Well, I guess they're a premium vacation location. Hang on a second. I'm going to take a bite of my cupcake here, so I'm going to turn off my video, because nobody wants to see my ugly ass eating. I'm going to turn off the mic for a second, too. Okay. Back on. Now, I don't really have any compunction about drinking tea in front of you guys, but I'm told that it's bad form to eat on stream, so I'm going to minimize doing that going forward. So yeah, so now we've kind of found out what happened to the people in that destroyed kingdom. And we definitely want to get a black robe for Rydia. I'm going to go ahead and get the ice armor for Kain. Really? The black belt Gi is actually better? I'm kind of surprised by that. Alright. I was going to keep that for a certain somebody who's about to be coming up. I'm trying to remember what they said the most powerful arrows in the game were. I believe they are actually the Medusa arrows. Even though when I optimized her, it didn't give them to Rosa. Well, I'll have to look at that. Alright, let's roll. Well, I mean, you guys could go hunting monsters or something. Alright. So now we've talked to the people here. I see. Well, let us proceed. Now, this cave has a lot of stuff in it, so we're not going to just bounce. High potion is good. Okay. So then we go up here. We're just going to we're going to kind of follow the trail of bodies here. Odd. Ugh. Woo! That worked a little better than I had expected it to be honest with you. Oh, that only goes one way. God. It's just that these battles with these bats are so annoying. And when we get to the sealed cave later, they'll be coming in groups of 8. There, now I don't have to hear that damn noise anymore. elixirs are good. Yeah, there's no junk in this cave. I have to get all of the treasure boxes. I just need to... Okay, where was this one? Come on. Do I get this one from this room, or do I get it from the other side? What's bad about it is the map that I have here has all of the secret passages marked, but it doesn't have that one. Alright, well, we're going to keep going through the cave. It's not like anything here is a giant threat to us. So I'm not really worried about that. Oh, come on. Come on, Cain. You don't need to jump to hit every single damn time. Wait, which way was I going? Oh yeah, I'm going south now. And we find another body here. Then we go down here. Crud. And I am unanimous in this! Oh no, I dropped 309 monies. Okay, that item wasn't so great. Ugh, who cares? Phoenix down is good. Yeah, it's gotta be in the upper room here. And I just don't remember... Alright, first things first, let's save. Not too badly off, so I think I can get away with just a tent for now. Alright. Save real quick so we don't muff this up. Okay, so I believe I said that the sisters and the wind elemental and maybe even the dolls and Golbez were my least favorite boss battles in this game, but what's about to come? Brutal honesty. We're gonna be coming up on one of the most miserable battles in the game. Okay, now we're gonna have 2 iron golems here. Or something. Steel golems. Let's use Ramua. I gotta say, we're actually doing pretty good here. We didn't even need Cain. And we found the twin to the... We found the twin sword to the, I gotta say, I'm really surprised. I thought this was a more powerful sword. But it is not even close. Which is interesting considering that the Blood Lance is so much more powerful than the Ice Brand. Or the Ice Lance, I mean. Alright. Yeah. I don't know why. I thought it was more powerful, like they modified it to be more powerful in the US version. In the original US version for the Super NES. But I could be mistaken. And I think to avoid upsetting the kiddies, they renamed it to something dumb like the Drain Sword. Well, no, they kept the HP drain. They called it the Drain Sword instead of calling it the Blood Sword. Just as they called it the Drain Lance instead of the Blood Lance, you know, to sanitize it. That's the typical MO in these cases. Didn't really need that. Okay. You know what? That last treasure chest, it's got to be. They probably just didn't mark it on this map, and that's okay. I'm getting away from that. Preemptive strike or no, I don't really care to fight that battle. Well, here we go. Now we get to watch a certain individual embarrass himself with the final elemental. Am I supposed to know who you are? Well, that was just dumb. Why the hell would you use fire against a fire elemental? Yeah, right. Don't you have any not fire jutsu? Are you alright? I just lost 3 times my hit points, but other than that, I'm fine. You know? And true to his namesake, his dialogue is just as edgy as ever. Yeah, you're looking real good laying on the ground there, bro. We must somehow recover the crystals. Oh, Edge. In case you can't see it on camera, I've got this little vein right here throbbing every time Edge speaks. Little bit of shade there from Rydia. Ugh, you crushed muffins. And of course he had 2 kunai as well. There it is. And it's a dry ether. We definitely wanted that. Now, because I'm not a dum-dum, we're going back to the save point. I don't really want to fight skeletons right now. Nope. I don't even care what it is. It might be something really cool that drops a lot of experience, and I just don't want to deal with it because it's slow. Alright, back to the Tower of Babel. Do, 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 do. Just gotta find the staircase where we are now. Da, 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 ba, da, 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 do, do, ba, 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 ba. This looks like it. Oof. Boy, everybody got spanked hard on that one. I really hate these guys because they... I think for the time being... Woo! That was dumb. I'm sure it would look impressive if they had like some kind of real movement to go with it. But the way they presented it, it just looked goofy. Come on, just let me explore this tower for a little bit without too much trouble. Part of the key is to not get hung up. If you get hung up on a corridor or stop moving, you get stuffed into a lot of battles. I really need to start leveling up Rosa and get Cure 3. We're way too far into the game to not be doing that. Dirty. I really hate these things because okay, seriously, I'm done with your dumbass. Yeah, I really hate those creatures. The last thing I want to do is lower his defense at this point. Alright, now I believe we are actually going downstairs, descending into the underworld. I don't even want to mess with these right now. First things first, let's find the damn save point. Alright. This is going to be bad. How the hell did we get a back attack? Quickly jump. Oof. Well, this might not work. I was afraid of that. Oof. Surprising. Oh, thank God. Alright. Okay, now we can take our time and mess with them a little bit. Oh, yeah. We're gonna give it a go here. Now, that is the only thing on this floor. And this floor, I believe, contains a save point. Not quite. Seems we've dropped all the way down to the 4th floor. One, two, three, four. I feel dumb because I'm like, where is this floor tile pattern? Odd. You know, it's interesting because in Final Fantasy II US, from which these map and the Japanese version of Final Fantasy IV, the map tiles are actually not that significantly different from this so-called upgraded version. Definitely want that. And yet, those vent tiles, that's the first time I've noticed a substantive difference in the floor tiling between the maps. And now there's a substantive difference. B3. And the physical floor layout. I hate it when the game wastes my time. Because we've been right on the money so far. Then we came down here. Then we ended up there. Did we go back up? I also hate it when people put together maps and then they don't label them. Okay. found you. Son of a bee. Okay. Apparently this thing doesn't do anything. Alright, we have 2 doors here. Alright, finally, save point. I have a bad feeling that if I don't go beat up some monsters, that I'm gonna be sorry. I'm also really annoyed that I don't have Cure 3 for Rosa yet. Ugh. Boy, they are bound and determined to piss me off. My big problem right now is how badly Edge sucks at this point in the game. You know, here we are in the 30s, right? As far as level is concerned. And the brand new character we just got doesn't have squat. I like how we paralyzed a ghost with a whip. Kiraga! At last! I knew she learned Cure 3 around level 30 or something. Well, I do have good things to throw, but I want to save it for the awful battle that's coming ahead. But if I'm not mistaken, Edge learns, what, 7 Blitz spells? Based on all of the sort of elements. including light and darkness and all that shit. And right now he has 1. Now, we're at mid-tier levels. I know he's young and impulsive, but I feel like he should already know more stuff. Well, that's great. Edge gained a level and learned nothing. And they gave him to us at a really low level. I mean, considering the fact that I haven't even been grinding that hard in this game, and almost all of my characters were level 30, you know, damn near level 30, and we get him at level 25. I mean, I guess that's the proper level range for this area of the game, but I don't know, I just feel like there should be more substance. Like, we should have got him at least level 30. Kane's way out in front, level 31 now, isn't he? Yeah. He's kind of out in front with level 31. This axe is great against all the ogres in this area. I hate you. And the one guy who needed experience more than anybody else in the party is dead. Edge, you suck butt. Yeah, the irritation point is that, you know, once you do get him leveled up quite a bit, then he's worth something, you know? But right now, Trash. Honestly, I almost feel like putting him in the back row. Look at that! The some bitch is dead already. To be honest with you, if I remember correctly, Edge is actually just as effective from the front and back rows with everything. Like I said, it just takes so long to get him where he needs to be. Constantly reviving him. See? Look at that. Look at this. Stun the bastard. Damn. Jiminy Christmas. How far away from level is he? 88.51. Alright, that's gonna take some battles. Yeah, I think he's weird in that everything he does is equally effective from the back row. I could have, you know, like when I was in the Eblan refugee town inside the cave, I could have preemptively bought the boomerang, which is effective from, which is a pretty powerful weapon for him. That is. Yeah. We're at level 26 now, so he should get something, you know? Yeah, I think that is the problem, is that his abilities are somewhat locked at the moment. Well, let's get him to level 27 and see what happens. The fact that we're at the save point means that we're actually pretty close to what's coming next. I just am not looking forward to what's coming next. But yeah, supposedly the boomerang is actually equally effective from the back row. And then, you know, Edge doesn't take so much of a beating this, you know, after you just got him. I could sit here and let her keep summoning for an hour. Like, I could just keep killing the minions. That's another thing to actually kind of dial up the experience from this battle. Oh my god. course, another thing to take into consideration is that the enemy balance in this version of the game is based on the harder Japanese version of the game. Alright, let's hit him with the Ogre Axe. Hello, Doodles. There's my cat's tail. There you are. Alright, Doodles, you're on my headset. Look at this bum. Look how much damage he took. I decided to go ahead and fight it this time. Yes, Doodles. Oh dear. Oh, you big dummy. I think he has the black belt gi. Let's take a look. Yeah. If I give him the power armlet, it gives him more strength, but it lowers his defense. And of course, Edge is a dual wielder, so... I could give him claws to make him faster, but that's about it. Wow, that was a hit. Why is Kane getting levels so fast? Oh my god. Why the hell are we getting ambushed so much all of a sudden? irritating. Punch it. Ugh, this battle sucks so much because that bio is a retaliation. Every time I attack these guys, that they cast bio immediately. See what I mean? At least it's not permanent poison. Ba-ba. They're trialing me. This is what this is. Oh, how interesting. Oh my god, these are the most obnoxious regular enemies ever! Alright, Doodles, you gotta go. I gotta move. Shadowbind. Alright, let's move on. Doodles, do not lick my cup. Oops. I can't remember anything these days. Oh, who am I kidding? I never could remember anything. And yet I remember everything. Go away. Okay. D5. There's a treasure box over here. Go away. $82,000 gil. That will actually be helpful later. Okay. Oh dear God. I get to the walkthrough and remind myself of what exactly it is I'm supposed to do here. Okay. He asks with a tinge of questioning in his voice. Da-na-na-na. The good news is we killed that sumbitch earlier. Now he's finally worth something. Bum 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 bum. We're actually going to make a slight change here. I think Blizzara would actually be more effective here. I'm surprised he jumped out of it that fast. Well, that's great. He's only got 20,000 hit points, so we're actually going to do some pretty substantive damage against him real quick here, but I got to get Edge back up here. And the idea that nothing can penetrate his cloak is a lie. That's just an out-and-out lie. You can actually damage him, it just does less. Let's hit him with Shiva. See that? Look at that. See, ice weapons actually do pretty substantial damage against him. Now, if you attack him with physical attacks, he actually takes big damage. See? See the white numbers fall off of him? Kane's jump did 3,450 damage against him. Yeah, well, I mean, I had cast that before he put his cloak up. Be funny if the paralysis actually worked. Yeah, you see, I'm just gonna have Kane keep bashing him with the oh ho ho. Alright. He seeks some great power there. And we have to stop him. He will not be dissuaded. Woo! It's a trap! Alright, back to my maps. It dropped us down quite a bit. Alright, there's two doors on this side. Where did you drop me? Ah, I think I found it. Yep. Get out! Like the ship has any preference. Screw it, I'm eating chips. That would be true. I was like, watch me die here and have to redo the whole Rubicon battle. Anyway, as I was saying, the strategy guide here is quite rude. And I'll explain that in a minute. That's the line of dialogue I was looking for. Now, I don't remember where the infirmary is. And I don't want to spend an hour looking for it either. Alright, so we're in the throne room. That's the inn. So it looks like we go down one. Nope. It's already in the right place. We go up one. Boop. And then we go here and here. Sid, you old mongrel. The guide is quite rude. Let me read you what this guide says. As I said, go back to the Castle of Dwarves and talk to Giotto. The king asks you to go retrieve the last crystal from the sealed cave before Golbed pierces the cave's defenses. He gives you Luca's necklace, which is the key to the cave. The problem is, the Falcon can't fly over the lava now. Who could help you with airship upgrading? Well, Sid could, but hey, if you speak to a dwarf, you hear rumors about a guy in the infirmary. Go there and you find the surviving human bomb. Edge is the only one with the good behavior towards this kind of guy. Well, he's too hurt to join you, fortunately. But he agrees to upgrade your ship and even brings the dwarf ladies with him. Anyway, during a short moment you'll hope he's dead, then realize he's asleep. Shit. You get an augment analyzed and some more if you give Sid augments. But those are useless, so you probably haven't. You can leave the castle and fly away with the Falcon, but before going into the next dungeon, here are some additional quests to do. Rude? I mean, it's funny. but Sid was not useless. Who's this geezer? Implying that being rude to Sid is the appropriate way to behave. I'm Edge, and I'm a prince. It's hard to believe, but it's true. See, Kane's got the right attitude. Yeah. Yeah. No, apparently she does not. I think this one was written by a lass. If I remember reading the bio on the Final Fantasy Wiki correctly. You're all just hopeless without me. Yeah. Oh, Sid, Sid, Sid. You think? Oh my god. Well, it's better to be pooped than pooped on, I say. Hilarious. You know, the guide writer doesn't like many of the characters in here, but for some reason massively props up Edge. Like I said, I don't personally like Edge all that much until he gets to about level 50. I actually do not need to go that way. I don't think there's anything else I can buy for Edge here. Let's look here. I don't really think I need this. Yeah, look at how weak that is. Probably didn't want to sell that. I could have thrown that. Alright, actually, that would have been just fine, because that takes us to the outside. And then we can go down the middle here, because there's not really anything else we can... Well, that was useless. Here, let's do a couple of things here. Don't need any of that. Ah, here's the guy with the good stuff. That's the guy with the good stuff. There we go. Needed to get back to the central room so I can get out of here. Okay, so there's a few things we can do here. Couple items we can snag here. it from the bookshelf? There we go. Now, the item we just got from the bookshelf... Well then. And that's it for there, for now. Okay, and then we're going to go to the southwest side and look for Tomra. Because there's a bunch of stuff to find in this place. Don't really need any of that. We already stocked up on that, so the item shop is kind of pointless, but the weapon shop, however, first things first, we're going to raid all the pots we can find. Alright, nothing in here. Oof, almost made it. Finally got her a better weapon. Back here, buddy. I gotta sell off a bunch of crap to you. There we go. Come back here. Really? I don't think those fire arrows are going to last us very long, but we'll keep them for now. Well, you know. Oh, get out of my way. Who cares? Take everything! I think we've had those since Toroya. Ah, shit, I sold the sword again when I could have thrown it. Pretty sure that's everything. Boo, boo, boo. All right. All right. Now, in case it's not extremely obvious, we're not actually doing the sealed cave in this episode. Because what we're going for, that is the sealed cave. Is that... Not yet. We got something else to do first. Now, do I have it? Ugh! Well, I lied. Guess we're going after the sealed cave after all. In order to learn levitate, or float, depending on the version of the game you're playing, apparently Rosa needs to be level 35. And I am not... See that floating shit right there? See that water-like crap in the ground? I can survive walking over it, but it's not a good idea. Apparently it's poison water. Groovy. I want to see how I do. Let's grind a little bit and see how we do. Gridea doesn't have Fire 3 anyway, so... Nice job missing the target. I mean, I guess it could be acid, but the guide says it's poison water, so I don't have any canon source that contradicts that, so... Oof. It's ouch fluid. That'll work. You know what? The animation for that particular blitz skill, or I guess we're calling it ninjutsu now, it's not nearly as effective It's just not nearly as satisfying as I would have liked it to be. We're earning quite a bit of experience, and of course, of all the times not to have eyedroppers, right? I'm not wasting those 2 remedies. They fix everything. Does a standard tent fix status ailments? Let's find out. Apparently it does. Good work. Good work, everybody. These are retaliatory slows, too. Yeah, apparently it's not like Fire Caterpillar or something dumb like that. It's just regular, boring old caterpillar. Well, these battles are giving a fair amount of experience considering what we have been fighting. So that's not too bad. So let's just stay here and fight. Oh god, back attack. Oof. Great. All right. Yeah, they really scrimped a bit on some of these animations, didn't they? Which I'm really surprised about, because this is supposed to be an upgraded version of the game. And yet, some stuff, it feels like they really just went out of their... They just really went out of their way to keep it exactly the same as the Super Famicom version. Like, it's literally just a pixel upgrade in many regards. So I don't know why there's so much stuff that they changed and so much stuff they didn't bother with. Come on. Yeah, it's kind of funny because when you want, Hell Flapper sounds dirty. Ugh, how irritating. That was a pretty lame battle. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You know, the spell blind is always so misleading. Or the blind status ailment is always so misleading in these games because you're not completely... it just reduces your effectiveness. Well, I mean... I hate retaliatory spells so much. Bo 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 bo. You know, it's funny that Rosa levels up faster than Cecil, but not unexpected. I mean, after all, it is widely regarded that women mature faster than men. Hey, Tibby. What's up, big buddy? Come on. What's up? What's up, big boy? There's his tail. This camera's too high up for my cats to be generally seen on this stream. Oh, my ass. It hurts. Alright, what else? What else can we do here? Oh, I was gonna... Oh, well. Ambushed? Oh my gosh. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Ba, 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 oh, ba, 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 ba. Let's blow them away! Boy, the blinding down here is off the charts. All right. Ouch. I like how this is supposed to be a preemptive strike, and yet because of the retaliation magic, they're able to get me back before I get all my attacks in. Isn't that great? I should have gotten 5 free attacks right there, and I didn't. I don't know. Maybe? I know that if I hit them with a weapon and don't kill them with one shot, they hit me with slow. Yeah. Those flowers are pretty fragile. actually getting there pretty quick. Alright, well, she learned something. On the upshot, we're moving up fast. Now she learned Osmos. We're inching closer. Yeah, that's the general idea. We're not that far away. I just gotta get through these annoying caterpillar battles. Alright, it's getting a little too late to start anything new here, so... Click it. Jesus Christ. Alright, it's getting a little too late to start anything new here, so I'm going to call it a day. We've gone 3 hours. I think that's a good stream. I'll grind a little bit off stream and then see what we can come up with. Now, tomorrow, of course, I'll be back on Facebook doing more Call of Duty Mobile in Max Mobile Mayhem. And, of course, Saturday, Varias and I will be back for our 4-hour Overwatch stream starting at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 3 p.m. on the Pacific Coast. And then Sunday we'll be here with more MS Saga and possibly the conclusion of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. So we've got a great week. We got a great rest of the week and weekend planned for you, and hope you'll join us for all that. And yeah, but that's Final Fantasy IV for this week. And I got to take a nap before I go to work. So so there we go. That's it. And next week, we'll tackle the Sylvan Cave, the Fey March, and of course the Sealed Cave. So until next time, I'm your host, Mac Paladin. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, kids.